Hi, I'm Paul. We're doing Leetcode must-know interview questions. Today's challenge is container with most water. Rated medium. You're given an integer array height of length n. There are n vertical lines drawn such that this will make more sense, I think, when we look at the graphic, but there are n vertical lines drawn such that the two endpoints of the ith line, I guess you could think of these as being like the xy coordinates of the top and bottom of the line, or the bottom and top of the line. The two endpoints of the ith line are I, 0 and I, height at I. Let's scroll down and look at that. So what does that mean? I0. So the first one is 1. First one is 1. So the endpoints are at 0, 0, and 0, 1. Is that right? Yeah, okay. The next line, 8. So the endpoints are at 0. Hold on. 1, 0, 1, 0, and 1, 8. You know, an easier way to think about it is just that the height, these represent the height of each line. Okay, let's think about it that way. Find two lines that, together with the x-axis, form a container such that the container contains the most water. Return the maximum amount of water a container can store. Notice that you may not slant the container. I don't even know what that means or how to do it. Example. All right, so in this example, here are the heights of each of the lines. And the maximum amount of water, which is 49. So we're gonna use the 8 here as the left-hand line. We'll use this 7 as the right-hand line. We can compute the area by taking the smaller of the two lines, which is the 7, and then the width of the area between them, which we can compute by subtracting the left-hand index from the right-hand index. In this case, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times 7, 49. All right. Let's look at constraints here. Okay, and so there could be as many as, well, the size of the input array will be between 2 and 10 to the 5th, which is 100,000. All right, let's look at the most obvious solution and why it will not work. Well, it will work, but it won't work within the time constraint that we're going to be allotted here. We could just look at all the pairs of lines. So starting with 1, we can run a nested loop over the rest of the lines. So we can look at 1 and 8, we can look at 1 and 6, 1 and 2, 1 and 5, 4, 8, 3, 7. All right, next we can move to 8 as the left-hand line and pair it with 6 and then 2 and then 5, etc. And by the time we get done pairing all the lines, we will have found the maximum area. But because it's a nested loop, it's O of n squared, and what is 100,000? 100,000? Is that the input limit? Yeah, 100,000. Okay, what's 100,000 squared? It's a big number. So we don't want to do that. A solution that'll work more efficiently is similar to the the last problem that we did, which was the two sum with a sorted array, and Leetcode organizes these challenge questions by topic. So we're in the two-pointer topic section right now. So we can do a two-pointer solution for this. And let me get something to write with here. Yeah, good color. Let's use that. All right, so we'll have 2 pointers. We'll have one that will start at the first line, and we'll have one that starts at the last line. And we'll compute the area. So what have we got here? We've got on the left, we have a line of size 1, of height 1. On the right, we have a line of height 7. So we've got to take the smaller of the two lines, which is 1. And the distance between them, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 1 times the width, which is 8, gives us are they calling it an area? Or yeah, an area of 8. It's not very good. So on each iteration, we're going to move one of the pointers, and the pointer that we're going to move is the one that points to the smaller line, because the smaller line is really the one that's limiting the amount of water we can hold here. So we'll move this pointer, the one on the left. All right. So now we've got a line of height 8 on the left. On the right, we've got a line of height 7. We'll use the height of 7 and the width in between them, which is also 7. 7 times 7, 49. All right, that's pretty good. Next step is, that's the answer, but if we were going to go on with this, we would move this pointer on the right because it's the smaller of the two lines. We would move it to right here, recompute the area. Again, that is the smaller line, so we move it right here. This is really the only other one that just by looking at it has any chance of being the best. So we've got 8 and 8, but the width between them is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 40. So that's not going to work. If the lines are the same height, it doesn't really matter which one we move. And so that's it. We'll keep moving the pointers until they meet, and at which point we're done. So, and we've got an O of n solution. All right, so let's look at what the code for this would look like. So we need 2 pointers. We need a pointer on the left, which is initially 0. We need a pointer on the right, which is initially height, length -1, and we need a variable to hold the largest array that we've seen so far, which is currently 0. And then we can start a loop through the array and say while L is less than R, we are going to calculate the area. Let me move this over so we can see all of it. All right, area. There's a couple ways to do this. We could do it with an if statement. We can compute the area and then say if it's bigger than the biggest area that we've seen, then put it in the area variable, or we could do it all at once like this, math.max area. This is going to be kind of long. And we got to compute the area. The way we compute the area is math min of height L and height R. So the smaller of the two lines times the width between the two lines, which is R minus L. All right, that should give us, so each time through we should get the largest area that we've seen so far. We got to adjust the pointers. Let me see. If height L is less than height R, then we need to see if the height of L is less than, okay, so if the line on the left is smaller, then increment the left pointer. Otherwise, decrement the right pointer. All right. That should do it, and then we can return the area. All right. Move this and try and run it. All right, accepted. And let me move this back so we can see the result. Basic case works. Submit. And what do we have here? Okay, it runs pretty fast. Again, it's just, 2 pointers going through an array. So that's it. Nice, efficient 2-pointer solution. And can't think of anything else to add. Feel free to like, subscribe, and see you next time.